Hi, this is Venkatesh. Welcome to Venki's Emerging Edge YouTube channel. So today our main topic is language model. Okay. So what is language model? How it can be implemented? So nowadays we are using of ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, or all are these are different types of AI tools. These all are working under LLM model. LLM means large language models. First of all, what is language model? The language model means to predict next word, predict the next word in a given sentence, a paragraph, or any long data. So it is a language model. Predict the next word in a given sequence manner. This is also very important. So how can we predict the word, next word? Based on previous data. That means, for example, I am a boy. It is one of the sentence. Is it clear? So here, for example, system can predict I am a, just given a imaging what this is answers. Maybe a boy or girl, like that. Maybe doctor, whatever it may be. But here, this is given a perfect answer based on previous history of data. So previous history means this is called a corpus. So in machine learning or maybe deep learning, whatever maybe different technology, we are using of data set. But here in natural language processing, we are the data set is called a corpus. Corpus means it's a contain number of words, number of sequence of data in only form of a text only. Is it clear? So previous data to predict the next word based on in a sequence, predict the next word in a sequence based in a given sentence based on a previous history of data. That is called a language model. Is it clear? Okay. So language models are mainly different types. Is it clear? One is the statistical language model, neural language model. Next one is a fine tuning or hybrid model. Statistical, neural, and fine tuning hybrid model. These are three different types of language models. So what is meaning of statistical language model means? Here the language model mainly depending upon the frequency and probability of a data. That means what is language model? To predict the next word. To predict the next word based on frequency or probability. So these related is called statistical model. But what about neural network model? The neural network model means to predict the next word based on by using of LSTM and RNN, different types of deep learning techniques. That's why this is called a neural network language model. But fine tuning and hybrid, here we are sometimes based on situation, based on problem statement, we are combining of these two different techniques to make two different types of models or algorithms. These are three different types of language models. So again, these statistical models again mainly different types, that is called a unigram, bigram, trigram, and n-gram models. Statistical models, these are different types of models. Statistical models are four different types: unigram model, bigram model, trigram model, and n-gram model. So what are different language models? These are many three different types. That means some books we are mainly follow some books you can say that a language model follow the different approaches, that is statistical approach, neural network approach, and fine tuning and hybrid approach. But statistical model is different. Statistical models are mainly three different types. So mainly four different types. That is a unigram model, bigram model, trigram model, n-gram model. Here, one more question arises in a human being. That is called. So, what is meaning of gram? That gram means individual word. Gram means individual word. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. That means we take some example. Where are we going? So here, our main question is language model definition. How can you apply the language model definition in a given sentence? First of all, language model, what is saying? We can predict the next word. Clear? For example, here question is, for example, we can predict this word. We don't know. That means based on these data, where are we? That is called a history of data. History. Based on this history data, we can predict data. That means this is a W1, W2, W3, W4. That means probability of W4 predict given W1, W2, W3. Is it clear? That means the probability of W4 given W1, W2, W3 equal to the count of W1, W2, W3, W4 by count of W1, W2, W3. This is called a MLE, most likelihood estimation. Is it clear? The predictive sequence is probability of W1, W2, W3, so on, Wn equal to probability of W1 multiply probability of W2 given W1 multiply probability of W3 given W2, so on, probability of n, probability of word n given probability of n minus 1. That means we can predict this word based on history. This is second word, this is first word history. The third word history, so third word predicted, this is history. That is each and everything, the first one is history, next one is history. This is history to predictor. History, predictor. History, predictor. That is called the predictive sequence. Is it clear? Okay. Now, you can say that statistical. The statistical models are mainly four different types. That is what you say that unigram, bigram, trigram and n-gram. So what is a gram? Individual word is called a gram. That means these are what is okay, here the unigram means so where is a one of the unigram? R is a one of the unigram. We. Next, going. These are different types of unigrams in a given sentence. Bigram, where are, it is a bigram. Are we, it is a bigram. We going, it is a bigram. Trigram means where are we, it is a trigram. Are we going, it is a trigram. Sir, what about n-gram? N-gram means maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. Is it clear? Okay, so these are n-gram. So based on these different types of unigrams, the statistical model is working. So these all are, we are always follow the MLE, most likely estimation formula. For example, most likely estimation formula of bigram. Just I can explain. That means, for example, probability of W3 to predict the W3 based on W1, W2 the history data, the MLE formula equal to count of W1, W2, W3 by count of W1, W2. Like that we can find the unigram, bigram, trigram. This is a statistical model types. Okay, thank you.